Saul Kirsch here with Double Alpha Academy, and these are the new Double Alpha LED lighting systems for the Dylan and the Mark 7 reloading presses. Anyone who spends time reloading will know that a well-lit work area inside your press is a great asset to have. It makes the process much easier, less strenuous on the eyes, and allows you to see and prevent problems as they may happen while you're reloading. There are other companies that introduce different lighting systems for the reloading presses. We took a long, hard look at what was out there and figured it could be done better. We made some significant changes to our product, making it what we think the best lighting system that you can get today for your Dylan 550, 650, 750, 1050, 1100, or your Mark 7 Apex, Evolution or Revolution reloading machines. Let's take a closer look at this product. I'll show you what makes it different, and we'll also go through the process of installing it on a 1050 tool head so that you'll know how to use it once you get your first system. So the Double Alpha LED lighting system is available for the Dylan 550 with a 4 LED light system, for the Dylan 650 or 750, same item, with a 5 LED system, for the Dylan 1050 or 1100, and that's an 8 LED system, and for the large Apex 10 or Revolution Evolution Mark 7 tool heads with a 10 LED system. Now, all of these different boards are all driven by the same controller unit, which is a smart custom-made controller which can identify which board it is connected to and drive it with the right current and voltage to power the number of LEDs. So these are the different options and how they show up well lit when assembled onto your toolhead. Let's take a closer look at the product and see what makes it unique and what's included in the packaging. So the Double Alpha LED lighting system is in fact two separate products. You have the PCB board, and there are 4 different kinds for the Apex, the 1050, the 650, and the 550. And these are ordered separately depending on the model of the machine that you want. And then you separately order your power supply and your controller unit. Now the controller unit, the custom-made PCB, is packed in this custom box which has a roller switch, turn it on and off, and also includes a dimmer feature. So you can control how much light you're actually having. Especially with the multiple LEDs, you may find too much light. If you turn it all the way to full power, you can turn it down to your preference and then click it all the way off using the one switch. It includes a connector cable which is designed to be short, just to allow enough motion for the tool head to go up and down if that's the case, and allow you to position this using the included double-sided Velcro, so you can attach it to the mount of your case feeder usually, or wherever is convenient to position it. The controller unit also includes the power adapter, which has a 2-meter long cable to allow you to reach your outlet, and includes 2 sets of prongs for the European market and for the US market. It is a dual voltage, so it'll work in the US and here in Europe. So this is included with the controller unit, and you really only need to ever buy one controller unit. The smart thing about this controller unit is that it can connect to any of the boards. So if you are running a 1050 machine for your high volume calibers and maybe a 550 for some rifle bullets you're loading, you can buy one controller, one board for the 1050 and one board for the 550, and simply move the controller from one machine to the other as you're reloading. You don't have to spend the extra money for an additional controller. If you're running one machine with multiple tool heads, because we moved all of the electronics off the board, there's nothing on the boards except for the LEDs and the connector themselves. The boards themselves are relatively low cost, as low as 15 euros for the small boards, all the way up to 30 euros for the really big 10 LED lighting board for the Mark 7 machines, but relatively inexpensive. These boards are also a very high-end aluminum PCB. The aluminum makes them stronger and more rigid. They include the double-sided tape, which is custom cut to fit the boards and is glued down to the boards when you receive it. So all you need to do is peel it off, make sure your tool head is completely free of any grease or oil, and glue it in place. It remains there permanently. I'll show shortly how best to do that to make sure that the boards are clean. So the boards are sold separately. This set of parts, the controller with the cable and Velcro plus the power adapter is sold separately. Each one of the boards is already custom made and designed to fit the various types of machine we support. So let's now take a look at how best to prepare your tool head. I have my own tool head here for my 1050, a backup tool head, secondary caliber that I want to put another lighting system on. So I'll show you how I'm going to prep that and clean that so that it's ready to go. So your double alpha LED reloading lighting board will come with a pre-cut high quality double-sided tape ready to be used. But before you attempt to glue it to the tool head, please, you must make very sure to clean oil residue that you will have on your tool head. Also, if the tool head is new from production, from an unused tool head, it will be lubed, it will be oily, and unless you do this degreasing process, the glue will not hold. If you do the degreasing process, it'll hold extremely well and you'll never have to redo it or re-glue it. As you can see, you don't actually have to remove the dies. The lighting system is designed to fit in between the dies, so no need to remove the dies from your tool head, but you do need to take the time to degrease it properly. I found the best way to do that is to use a rag, and I like to use, this is alcohol, almost 100% alcohol. Very good degreaser for this purpose. Works extremely well. I'm just going to put some of this on a rag and then use a brush which will allow me to get right in there in between the dies. And you want to take just a couple of minutes to make sure that you access the full area between your dies to make sure that you properly degrease the tool head. You can see there's quite a lot of dirt and grime that's coming off here. Take a few minutes to do this well, and you'll never have to worry about the lights coming, the LED light coming loose. Using a brush is handy here. It allows you to get in between, into the small spaces between the guide pins and the individual dies on the tool head to make sure that you get to everywhere you need to reach while you're cleaning the bottom side of your tool head. And remember, do this on a new tool head as well, because we found that the new ones, they do come lubricated from manufacturing, and that will create an issue, which can easily be avoided simply by going through this process and making sure it's well degreased. Okay, that was just a couple of minutes. That should do it. Take a dry rag and make sure I've got no residue left. Or you can just wait a couple of minutes for it to evaporate. But that tool head now is well degreased. And I can now take my new lighting system, make sure I'm comfortable, I know how it needs to be set. You can see it mounts onto the 3 pins. Remove the tape. And then seat it over the pins, down and into position. Push it down firmly once. And this is the same process to be followed obviously on all the other tool heads. And we're done. And I can tell that this is rock solid. These are not coming off. And there you have it. The lighting system is installed on this tool head. It can stay there permanently. Move it from one machine to the other as you change your tool heads. Same one controller can be used again and again. And this is your double alpha LED 1050 lighting installed and ready for use. So these are the double alpha LED lighting systems which are available and shipping now from doublealpha.biz.